So I agree with you. Do you know why most men don't want to get married in America?
I'm telling you, because it's a man and woman, it's off balance. Everything
They
is
don't
just
wanna
so
get half
messed
their
up
shit
right
taken.
now.
That's right there, what he just said. It's not about women. It's the
Well,
divorce
then,
laws.
if men don't want to get their shit taken, guess what? There's women making more money than men nowadays, so they can get their shit
But that's a
taken.
small
And
percentage.
they don't want to get married.
That's a
How
small
often do you hear that,
percentage of
Aileen? Oh, you hear about Bill? Yeah, he took all his wife's shit, bro.
Yeah, but that's
he got it all.
That's
He got the house, the
80-year-old
car, the
Bill.
dogs, the kids, everything.
That's 80-year-old
You never
Bill.
hear that.
That's not 40-year-old and 35-year-old.
But here's a data point. In the 60s, alimony was paid out in 25% of relationships. And I believe like 1.2% of men got alimony. In the 2000s, that number dropped from 25% to 10%. So alimony is getting paid out much less often, and men are getting alimony twice as much as they used to. Now, it's still a small percentage of relationships that are paying out alimony to men. It's like 3% now instead of 1.5% or whatever. But those numbers are changing.
Bill and Marissa, that's old times. Now women are making so much more money than men that they're the ones that are threatened with having half their shit taken.
Yeah,
so
well,
it's completely the opposite.
It's still a small percentage of women making
that's
money.
anecdotal.
So
And
because
men.
men don't want to give half their shit away if they get divorced,
Yes.
women have to not have sex?
So
Because men
two
don't want
things
to
are
get married.
happening.
That doesn't make
Aileen,
sense.
two things are happening.
Yeah.
Number one, those women who are making all this money, will long-term not date down. This is hypergamy. So if you're making $250,000 a year, $500,000 as a woman, you're not dating Jake the bartender who's making 40 grand. You're not dating Carl the construction worker. It's just not happening.
Yeah, you do.
You're looking, no, you're not. You're looking for the CEO. You're looking for the NBA basketball player. You're looking for the guy that's bringing home the money.
It's not
Facts. I
true.
don't care what you say.
No, it's not,
You're not
because I'm
settling
proof that
down
that's not true.
with Carl the carpenter. I'm letting you know that. Number two,
I
because
have.
you
I like how he says stats, and I don't like anecdotes, and I'm going to talk about NBA players. Like, are there even enough NBA players to have stats about? Like, wouldn't that literally be anecdote by definition? Like, Jesus.
can't find that guy, and most women will say, I'm just gonna hold out. I'm just gonna hold out. I'm not settling for less. I'm not gonna settle. What will happen is they're 38 years old and they realize, holy shit.
38 and crying on TikTok.
I really should have.
single.
I really should have
But
thought
it's
different
because
about
of
this.
you guys. It's not because of us. You're
I
saying that we
left. I'm
can't
not
go and have
contributing to
sex
this
and fuck around,
I'm not
but you
saying
guys
that.
don't want to put a ring on a girl's
And I'm not
finger.
saying that women need to lower their standards. I'm just stating the fact.
Wait, can I ask the fact too that women can date anyone?
Why are you
It doesn't
guys?
have to
Why are
be
you guys
this
viewing?
person.
Why are you guys viewing? Why are you guys?
Maylene, hold on. Maylene, the reason, because you asked why men don't want to get married, the main reason is because of the divorce laws in the United States are crazy.
That's not true! Nobody thinks this way, except for in these hyper niche spaces. Nobody is walking around being like, oh, I love this girl and she's so cool and everything. But the divorce laws. I heard on my favorite Red Pill podcast that the divorce laws are so unfavorable versus men. Like, nobody thinks this way. Nobody makes decisions in the real world like this. It's actually insane.
I think that's why. I think they just don't want to get married because they
Wait,
just
hold
fuck
on.
around.
If you want to find a woman that doesn't work and you marry her and you have kids and then she wants a divorce because something might have happened in the relationship, do you not think that it would be fair if she doesn't have a job, that if you leave her, she's going to feel like, I'm like a single mom now, I don't have a job, I haven't like built up my career or anything. Why wouldn't she get half? Isn't that kind of fair?
That's a perfect example of Destiny's
Isn't it-
wife giving a
isn't it
super
literally
niche
fair?
example for a blanket
It's not
statement.
niche.
What do you think alimony is, you The whole reason alimony exists, you dumb mother is because a woman usually forgoes her career to raise the kids. That's not niche. That is the actual case fact for alimony. That's the entire argument for alimony. Oh, why am I not here? How long to drive to the studio? Me.
It would be fair if she doesn't have a job, that if you leave her, she's going to feel like, I'm like a single mom now, I don't have a job, I haven't like built up my career or anything. Why wouldn't she get half? Isn't that kind of fair?
That's a perfect example of Destiny's
Isn't it-
wife giving a
isn't it
super
literally
niche
fair?
example for a blanket
It's not
statement.
niche at all. That's kind of why the
stop.
law is
How
there.
many,
Yes.
how many women don't have jobs now?
How many women that don't have
It
jobs
just
in
said, what
America?
if a woman gets married and
I
she
have
doesn't have a
absolutely no
job?
idea, but it seems like guys like you want to find someone that is submissive, that can't really like
Exactly.
that.
So
That's
then you're
like
gonna have
kind
to
of
get
the point,
divorced and
yeah.
give her half your shit because you want her to be home and
Listen,
sit
listen,
there like
yeah,
this.
and
and
let's
submit
say
to
that
you.
you would do that until you're like
Listen,
40 and then
listen,
you want a divorce. Like,
first
of course
all,
you would want to have that
okay,
half
stop
because she
talking-
hasn't built up her life.
Stop talking fast and over me and just like seem like you're smart.
Oh my God. What? Where was this? Can somebody link me the clip where this guy was crawling under the table to deep throat my 8 inches of WBC across the, oh, Destiny, oh. And now, but now that I'm not there and now Destiny's wife, it's not even Melina, it's Destiny's wife. Now he's like, oh, you're just talking fast into big tech, blah, 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 blah. Kill me. Dude, give me, show me the YouTube clip of this guy. Bro.
I will say this in Destiny's defense, guys, for you guys that are red pill and jumping on Destiny's, back for bullshit. He's his own man, he's made his own money, and he's decided to live his own way of life. If that's not red pill, I don't know what to say it is, because he's not like a slave to the system. He has his own things, and that you guys have to learn to like be okay with encountering people in life who don't agree with the way you live. And I think
Somebody email me some estrogen. I'm gonna be a trans woman. I'm gonna trans out. I am gonna trans out. Then maybe when I show up on these shows, maybe they'll actually give me the same energy, because apparently they can't ever talk man to man. They can only be there beating on women. Like it's literally like the most insane shit to me to see how overconfident these guys will be when it's 5 women in front of them, but when there's another man in the room, they turn into a beta dog. Like, oh yes, master, whoa, woof, 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 woof. Like, come the on. Oh, it actually triggers me so hard.
I know this is a Destiny tactic. Relax.
Really? Also, this is my
So
second
I'm also
language.
gonna
No.
say
I want
this.
you to do this in Japanese right now.
Relax. The point I'm trying to make is going to Maylene. You asked why men do not want to get married. It's divorce laws. And you said...
That's an excuse.
But it's valid.
It's not.
It's not valid. That's
Guys,
just an excuse
guys,
you
you
guys
ready?
want to
You
use.
ready?
We're
Watch
ready.
this. Next
Not
story.
valid excuse.
Watch this, guys. Next story.
This is why America would
Breaking
fail.
news. Jeff Bezos, the one of the 2 or 3 richest men in the world. He's the founder. What's that little company he owns? Anyone? Anyone?
Amazon.
Oh, Amazon. Yeah. Okay. So Jeff Bezos is now engaged to his 5-year-long girlfriend, Lauren Sanchez. Pull up this article real quick. So you talk about not learning from history. This motherfucker learn real quick because his last relationship ended.
Destiny, they simply respect you, but they do not respect Melina. It's not that deep. No. They don't respect me. They're scared of me, which is a type of respect. But respect is, so for instance, I respect Myron, right? Even though I disagree with all the shit that he says, he provides a good platform. He's a relatively smart dude, and he's super driven. I'll shit talk Myron's crazy ass ideas all day long, but I respect him as another man. But when I have an issue with Myron, okay, I don't come on this stream like, oh yeah, I think red pill shit is crazy, and then I go into their show and it's like, Myron, actually, I think that when you guys talk about dating stuff, I actually think that you're like we have minor disagreements, but for the most part, I think we agree on. I don't do that shit because that's weak shit. That's the most boring cuck shit in the world. If you have a problem with somebody, say it to their face. I don't go and glaze these guys and then come right back on my stream later on to be like to talk about how much I hate them. That's so cucked. So no, I don't think it's respect that you're scared of talking to me when I'm there in person. That's just fear. If you had respect, you would say the same shit to me in person that you do when I'm not there on these shows, when you're talking to Destiny's wife, right? And like, that's so, the reality is that like, it is fear. That's the problem. The reality is that they don't get pushed on this. That's why they never have stats or numbers for this, despite the fact, that's why in 24 hours, I was able to assemble a doc and dismantle the godfather of the red pill and his entire ideology, like at least 4 of his books are built on. It took me 24 hours to do it. These guys have done these same arguments for months and months and months, for years, and they don't even have a single stat to back up anything they say. How do you do the same shit for years? How do you do the same shit? How the same shit? It's like the same 7 stats. 90% of women who are educated initiate divorce. 80% of all divorces are initiated by women. Men have to pay child support 80% of the time. But like, it's like the same 5 numbers. Why don't you have a single study to back up anything you say? Like one time, like do a little bit of research.
There he is, engaged right there to Lauren Sanchez after 5 years ago. This woman is a predator, I guarantee you.
I thought we weren't doing anecdotes. Adam, why are we looking at Jeff Bezos, the richest man in the world now? What the What happened to no anecdotes?
Next story, by the way, if you can pull that up.
She looks like a predator.
She looks like a predator. By the way, this is after he was married to his first wife, Mackenzie Scott Bezos. And when they got divorced, anyone want to guess how much money she got? Not $1 billion, not $5 billion, not $10 billion, $38 billion. So when you
Has MLD ever said something specific about you that he would need to say to your face? Saying Melina's talking fast is a Destiny debate tactic. I need to bring up, something I did do that I actually am so glad that I did. And I think I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to begin to do this for every single debate that I have. I'm going to carry with me a list of 6 rules, and I'm going to read this at the start of every single conversation so that when people do this, I can refer back to it every single time. Because one of the rules that I had written out here was, if either side feels like a debate tactic is being employed, it should be called out and addressed, ideally by the moderators, immediately. I'm going to do these 6 rules every single time I have a debate so that this shit can't happen afterwards. Oh, Destiny, she just did debate tactics.
You ask someone like MLD, well, why do men not want to get married these days? When you're talking guys like that, or even if you're a multimillionaire, even if you're a successful guy like me, it's like, dude, I can pluck out, and I mean this respectfully because I would marry out of love, any beautiful, amazing girl that I meet out there. Awesome. Come on my team.
Did you understand how MLD talks with men and how he talks with women is so blatantly, transparently different? Yeah, I see that with a lot of these Red Bull guys. And actually, it bothers me. It bothers me in a deep masculine place because then I feel protective. So I'm like, why would you take women? It feels like when I hear about men that beat women or children, right? Which I guess is actually probably maybe, what do you call it? What's the name for the misogyny where you like have low expectations? I feel a certain type of way when I watch men that will like verbally eviscerate women on these streams and they never, ever, ever stand with other men. It actually drives me, it hurts me in a deep place. It really drives me crazy. Because it's like, bro, like you're literally just bringing these women onto these podcasts. I should have gone harder on Brian yesterday, although he's probably stressing out over like big clips and everything. But like for the Whatever podcast is a good example. They bring women on all day to beat the shit out of them. They brought that one fat chick on to beat the shit out of her. I could be wrong. Didn't that one guy, I know he called Farah a hoe when I wasn't there. Didn't they say the same when she was, or when I was there? Didn't they say the same to her when she was there? Like they have all this energy for women, but then for men, they become so conciliatory. They become so submissive. They become so quiet. They become so much less confrontational. And I'm like,
I appreciate that, Destiny.
all right, bye. Remember to hit that like and subscribe and don't forget the notification bell so that my videos show up right in your feed.